Okay, so everyone is present, I hope. So keep your copy ready and also take out your book. You cannot hear me. Everybody else is able to hear me? Yes. Then I think there is a problem with your network. You just check the connection why you are not able to hear me. Okay, in your book, come to page number 10. Page number 10, comprehension check. You have two questions there. So see, the first question, what did the author find in a junk shop? I think you know the answer. The author found a roll-top desk made up of oak, which belonged to the early 19th century in the junk shop. This is what you're supposed to write. Okay? A roll-top desk made up of oak which belonged to the early 19th century in the junk shop. Okay. Next, question number 2. What did he find in a secret drawer? Who do you think had put it there? So in the secret drawer, what he found? He found a small black tin box, sellotape to the top, was a piece of lined note paper and written on it, Jim's last letter received January 25th, 1915. So here you don't have to write the entire thing. What you have to write? You just write that he found a small tin box, and inside the tin box he found a letter. Okay, so a tin box and a letter. So these two things are the very important thing that you need to mention in this answer. Yes, and next I think the owner of the roll-top might have put it there. Yes, this is correct. Okay, come to the next page, that is page number 14. Page number 14. Who had written the letter to whom and when? Who had written the letter to whom and when? You know the answer. The letter was written by Jim McPherson to his wife Connie. When? 26th December, and the year you need to mention 1914. Why was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened? Okay, so this question number 2 you write down. I'm dictating. Why was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened? So write this one. Jim McPherson wrote the letter to share. Jim McPherson wrote the letter to share. I'm dictating, write it down. Wrote the letter to share his wonderful experience in the battlefield on Christmas. Full stop. The wonderful thing, full stop, the wonderful thing was that the British soldiers and the German soldiers, the British soldiers and the German soldiers, comma, who were enemies, who were enemies, who were enemies, comma, forgot about the war, forgot about the war for one day, for one day, and made peace, and made, M-A-D-E, made peace by celebrating the Christmas together, by celebrating the Christmas together, full stop. It was wonderful because, it was wonderful because they ate and drank, they ate and drank, D-R-A-N-K, they ate and drank together, sharing, they ate and drank together, sharing the common things about their lives, sharing the common things about their life, and ended it, and ended it with a friendly football match, and ended it with a friendly football match, and a realization, and a realization that, and a realization that everyone longed, L-O-N-G-E-D, everyone longed to go back home, expecting to end the war, expecting to end the war. Okay, full stop. So this question is little bit important, so I made you write. Okay, and if anybody has missed anything in this dictation that I have given, you just check the YouTube once, because this video will be uploaded in the YouTube. Next question: what jobs did Hans Wolf and Jim McPherson have when they were not soldiers? So here this one also you can write. Jim McPherson, he was a school teacher, whereas Hans Wolf, he was a cello player. Yes, correct. Next, number 4. Had Hans Wolf ever been to Dorset? Why did he say he knew it? This also you know, that he had never been to Dorset. How he came to know about Dorset? He said that he knew it because he read about Dorset in his favorite novel of Thomas Hardy, Far from the Madding Crowd. Okay. Next, do you think Jim McPherson came back from the war? How do you know this? So Jim McPherson did not never came back from the war. It can be said as his wife Connie treasured the letter so nicely, treasured the letter so nicely in her secret drawer for so many years. Okay, treasured or preserved, both are correct. Okay, and also mentioning it as Jim's last letter. She also mentioned it as Jim's last letter. So from here we can understand that Jim McPherson actually never came back from war. Next page is page number 15. Why did the author go to Bridgeport? Why did the author go to Bridgeport? So author went to Bridgeport in order to find out Mrs. Jim McPherson, to give her her precious letter, as he thought it was his responsibility to do that, his duty or responsibility to do that. Okay, how old was Mrs. McPherson now? Where was she? You know that she was 101 years old, and she was at that present time in the Burlington House nursing home. Next, page number 16. Who did Connie McPherson think her visitor was? So Connie McPherson thought that the visitor was her husband, who finally kept his promise and came back from the war. Okay, which sentence in the text shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity? So here you can quote this line in page number 15. I explained about the desk, how I had found it. I explained about the desk, about how I had found it. Page number 15. You can see it from the last fourth line. From the last, you will see the fourth line. I explained about the desk, about how I had found it. Okay. Okay. For how long do you think Connie had kept Jim's letter? Give reason for your answer. So Connie had kept Jim's letter till the fire broke out in her house 1 year before. Okay. Till the fire had broken out in her home, because you need to understand the roll top desk reached the junk shop after the fire incident. So when the fire incident happened, Mrs. Jim McPherson was 100 years old. Okay, so many years she kept the letter. She was an old lady, she was still keeping the letter. So just 1 year before, because of that accident, the roll top desk went away to the junk shop, but till that time she kept the letter. Okay, so you can frame the answer on your own. Why do you think the desk has been sold, and when? Why do you think the desk has been sold? Because it was damaged, it was old and damaged, so it was sold to the junk shop. Why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts? Do you agree? So here, yes, we agree that games and sports are a good way of resolving conflicts, as because from these sports games, a country or an organization can decide who is the winner and who is the who is winning and who is losing. So in this way, anyone can solve any conflict, any argument. Do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other or different from each other? So they are not at all different from each other. They are alike, they are similar. How they are similar? Find evidence from the story to support your answer. So you see, there is one common thing, that they all wanted to go back home. Okay, they missed their family, they missed their home, they all wanted to go back home, and none of them were professionally a soldier. They were all having normal profession. Okay, normal profession, like a school teacher, like a musician. These are all normal profession. So all belong to different types of normal profession, but because of the war, they had to leave their profession and they had to join the army. So these are the two similarities that you can find out from the text. Mention the various ways in which the British and the German soldiers became friends and find things in common at Christmas. So different kind of similar answer. British and German soldiers, they became friends because they love food and their main common tie was Christmas. Both the soldiers, both the citizen, uh, Christmas was important to both of them equally. Okay, to both the side equally. So that was the common thing. They love to enjoy. They love to celebrate. Okay, these are the things you can add for making this answer. Next, what is Connie's Christmas present? Why it is the best Christmas present? So this one, your answer should be that Connie's Christmas present was, best Christmas present was the feeling that her husband came back from the war and kept his promise. Okay, therefore it is the best Christmas present for her. But according to the narrator, Connie's present was supposed to be the letter, but actually what happened, the narrator's presence gave Connie a feeling that her husband has come back from war at last and kept his promise. So this feeling made her so happy that it became the best Christmas present in the world for her. Okay, next, number 7 is not needed. Do you think the title of the story is suitable for it? Obviously the title of the story is suitable for it, and if you really find out any other title which is suitable for the story, you can give. It's up to you. Okay, so I will be uploading this class video in the YouTube. So those who want to just listen back to what I have said in order to form your answer, you can do that after your school classes are over. You can do that. Okay.